Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005 Magicians franchise.
Yes, and before we jump into the game, I just wanted to talk a little bit about animation-based football, because if you watch people like Soft Drink TV or Ryan Moody, they're sometimes a little bit critical of the modern Madden games because they're so animation dependent that sometimes weird things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And while Madden 05 is not as bad as the modern games are, in my opinion, you still have some animation-based things happening. For example, on this punt play.
Oh, all right.
And by the way, I'm playing on all Madden difficulty with this particular replay.
So we get all the cheese.
But anyway, I'm going to punt the ball here because I got stopped and I have to punt. And of course, I'm at about midfield, so I just do the little short 3-quick tap punt.
Yep, the
And here comes the punt, straight down the middle of the field. It's coming down at about the 10 or 12 yard line. The returner's running up to try and field it. And it looks like, if you look at it from the side here, he just wasn't quite fast enough because it's going to drop in front of him.
Yep.
Right? Which is why I use this particular tactic, because at least I can get a punt and pin them in close without them being able to return the ball. But the ball does some really weird things after it passes the returner's hands. It looks like it hits him on the leg, right?
Yep.
And then it kind of bounces in the wrong direction. Like if it hit him on the leg, you'd think that it would bounce to the right of the screen instead of to the left. But it bounces to the left of the screen. Now, of course, then he tries to dive on the ball because that's the animation that he's given. And look at how badly he misses it. Okay. Now, and then I'm running. I am controlling this player because I know that there's something going on, but there's no animation for that player to reach down and pick up the ball as I run by, so I overrun the play, right?
Yep.
So I turn around and I'm going to try and come back, but watch this now. You got another player diving on the ball, but who recovers it? This linebacker coming in, Hicks, who is not really known for his hands or his, like agility or anything like that.
Yep.
But he reaches down and just picks it up off the ground with his hands. And this is something that I've noticed that's really weird about Madden 05, is when you see this player in blue try to dive on the ball, almost invariably, a player who tries to dive on a fumble will miss.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say 90% of the time. Very rarely do you ever see a player dive for the football and come up with it. Okay? And you see even this guy here who's diving, and he's not going to come up with it either. He's going to hit the ground like a yard ahead of where the football is.
Yep. And
the guy who's actually just bends over at the waist and picks it up with his hands is the guy who's going to recover it. So, it's just, I don't know. I mean, you would think that they should have given the dive on the football thing a much higher rate of success, because that's what they teach football players to do.
At the very least, increase the size of the hitbox on the guy's arms so that he'll vacuum the ball into him.
In real life, if like this guy right now, he's picking up the ball and there's nothing but white jerseys around everywhere, right? But in real life, that punt returner did exactly what he was supposed to do. If he mishandled the punt, he's supposed to dive on it and try and cover it with his body. That's what coaches teach players to do, right?
Yep.
But the thing is, in this game, if they try to do that, they can't. Like, look at that. He over dives, in fact, and basically kicks it with his left foot.
Yep.
Right? He overshoots so badly on the dive on that ball.
He's even got a little bit of sliding action in there, too.
Like, for me, you know what? It might have looked a little bit hokey, but I would have even not really had too much heartburn if that ball got vacuumed into his arms when he dove.
Which happens a fair amount in the older Maddens.
Which happens a fair amount in other situations anyway, but at least that way the guy who's doing the proper thing has a higher chance to recover the football, right?
Yep, than the guy doing the wrong thing.
Than the guy who's doing the wrong thing, basically, who can pick that ball up almost every time. Like, if I'm controlling a player going after a fumble, I never try to dive on the ball. I always stay on my feet and try to pick it up, because I know if I dive, I'm going to miss.
Yep.
Anyway, we've got one more to do here, so we'll pause for a moment.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and I wanted to just show this off real quick too. This is another example of a player being trapped in an animation and unable to do the correct thing, even if by the laws of physics he should have been able to. So what is happening here, this is again on all Madden difficulty, and I'm of course playing with the lifers in orange. Yep. And I get a big time pass rush from the left end here, like pressure coming almost immediately because the entire right-hand side of the offensive line's tied up.
Yep.
So the quarterback basically turns and throws it to the halfback out in the flat. And you know what? In theory, there's nothing really wrong with doing that because he has to get rid of it to avoid a sack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like the halfback is in a position where there is a coverage guy, but he's about 10 yards up the field, so he should be able to catch this pass and then run up the field for a few yards at least before he gets tackled.
But instead he gets stuck in the spinning animation.
But the problem is, he gets stuck in this weird spinning animation where he runs backwards and then pirouettes and then steps out of bounds. And where the referee spotted this ball, this turned into a safety.
Yeah, because it's behind the it's breaking the goal line.
That's right. His left foot, well, actually both of his feet were on the white line, right? But if you zoom out a little bit and take and back a little. I mean, you know what? This guy is an all Madden player. He's got probably high 80s to low 90s in every stat pertaining to player agility, the ability to stop suddenly and start suddenly.
Yeah,
and
he's
all
a
that kind of stuff.
superstar receiver for a running back.
Yeah.
There's no reason he couldn't just turn around, stop, instantly jump up and grab this ball and then try to push forward for a yard or two.
That's right. See, when the ball comes down, here's what I think should have happened, right? The ball comes down. Okay, he's got his left foot on the ground. Then he plants his right foot. And why can't he just dig that right foot in and push off back toward the inside of the field again?
Why does he have to keep spinning?
Why does he have to keep spinning and then step out of bounds with his left foot again, right?
Yeah.
It's because this is a catch animation, and it's an animation that plays out regardless of where on the field the offense is, right?
Yep.
There's no awareness here that he might be stepping out of bounds in his own end zone or anything like that. And in fact, if this pass had been caught at midfield, it still would have been a completion for a loss of a yard or something, right?
Yep.
Or whatever. But another thing is, too, the quarterback did not really throw this forward. Like, if you look at this way, this might very well have been a lateral, too, or almost. Because...
It is.
Because, in my opinion, the AI quarterbacks don't drop back deep enough before they throw these, right? Like, what he needs to do is... I know that he stops at about, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, about that.
But this pattern, either this pattern is drawn wrong.
Too shallow, yep.
Yeah, or the quarterback should drop back another couple of steps before he throws this, so at least it's a forward pass, right? Because then the running back at least has the option to kind of wave a hand at it and not catch it, and it's not a live ball then, right?
Yep.
With this here, even if he bobbles this and drops it, now it's a live ball, and I could potentially score a touchdown if I manage to recover that.
Yep.
But, again, though, this is all about animations and the game being dictated by what animations are chosen, right? And I don't really take any credit for this two-pointer at all, because I actually didn't really do anything,
Yep.
This was all basically just the offense playing the game and
scoring on themselves.
And scoring on themselves. And I mean, I got some good pressure from that left end there, right? I think that this is a well-designed defensive play for sure, right? Buff my nails on my shirt and all that. But, still, why did he throw to him? He could have thrown to the wide receiver on the outside running that curl because the defense was playing a pretty big cushion over there, right?
Yep.
He could have just very quickly dumped it to that guy instead, and they probably still wouldn't have made a first down, but at least they would have made some positive yards and not given up 2.
Yep.
But number 87 there, he's standing there and there's nobody anywhere near him, right?
Yeah, and I mean, if you see the pass rush coming, then you can see past the pass rush guy, and you can probably see this guy.
Yeah. Well, and if you throw it toward him, and if that end gets a hand up and bats it down, well, I mean, well, that's still no big deal, right? That's not as bad as the result that they ended up with.
Yep.
And if this is on all Madden difficulty level, and I'm playing against an all Madden team.
Yeah, so this guy is like the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, if you look at his back, I think you'll see he's like, okay, well, I'm not sure who Hastings is, but
I think he's one of the backup ones, but he'd still have like a 96 overall rating.
Yeah. Like this is this is the all Madden zombies. They're like, 90 plus, 95 rated overall team on both offense and defense, right?
That's right, yep.
And the defense that I was playing was more of a, like I was leaving a bit of a cushion because I think it was like a 3rd down and long yardage situation of some sort.
3rd down and
11. It looks like it's actually first down
and 10.
1st down and 10, yeah. But, I tend to play cautiously against all Madden teams anyway. And I was
at the goal line.
And I was playing a pretty big cushion with the corners on the outside. Like you can see them dropping back really deep, right?
Yep.
Because I want to take away the deep receivers and make them throw a pass to a short guy underneath.
Well, because it would be absolutely awful to give up the whole field from here.
Yeah. So anyway, when I saw this happen, I just went, wow. In a way I was celebrating, but in another way I was face palming. And I was also praying that I didn't get that bug where on the free kick you end up with all of your players all standing on one spot offside.
Yep. Yeah, they all stand right in front of the free kick guy.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is why when I speak of all Madden difficulty in Madden 05, like I speak of it kind of, a little bit contemptuously maybe, and why RecV5X and I have never played an all Madden difficulty playthrough, because it's stupid.
Yeah, on both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball. So anyway, I guess we'll move on to the game, which is in all pro difficulty, but we're up against the Louisiana Zombies. So this is a remarkably appropriate replay, right?
This will be a tough game.
This is going to be a tough game, and I'm really worried. You better bring your A game on D today.
No, I think I'm going to bring my ass-whooped game on D today.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, we'll be right back.
And we're back.
Yes, and I have some good news for you, RecV5X.
Oh, do you?
See the headline that says Pruitt goes down?
Oh, yeah.
Louisiana Zombies have lost halfback Oliver Pruitt for the entire season.
Awesome.
However, his backup is probably a superhuman,
His backup is probably equivalent to him, so.
More than likely. But anyway, let's move on to the game. Zombies at the Magicians, so it's a rivalry game. It's the game of the week, and we are at home. And the Zombies are rated 96 overall, as well as on offense and defense.
Yikes.
And they are rated 99 on special teams.
Yep.
Our special teams are 51.
Well, that would be because we have such an awesome kicker.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So we got to change our profile here. There. Okay. So anyway, as I said after last week, I'm fully expecting, if not a loss, at least a very, very near miss in this one.
Yep.
Because I think we're badly overmatched.
Probably.
Especially if my receivers drop 9 passes against these guys, we're sunk, I think.
Well, you dropped 21 against the last All Madden team we played.
Yeah, and we lost that game too, if I recall correctly.
I do believe so, yep. I do believe so.
Well, I don't think you can drop 21 passes in one game and not lose, actually.
Well, on the bright side, that was in the preseason.
Yeah, that was in the preseason. So far, the only loss on our record is a preseason game. So, yeah. RecV5X2.
Yeah, we've improved a lot since then.
Yeah, well, we haven't actually played another All Madden team yet, but I guess this will be it. And it looks like all of their players to watch are on defense. Although probably you could interchange those guys with the names of any 3 players on the team, and they'd all be players to watch. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. And the zombies call heads, and we won the toss. I want to defend the end with the 10-mile-an-hour wind at my back.
So you can get a nice, good field goal to win the game.
Well, hopefully, if any edge that we can get in the fourth quarter, I think, is good. All right. Let's have a look at these guys. Oops. There. Well, they have Anthony Strausser, of course, at quarterback.
Yep.
And Landon Spence at quarterback as well, in case we manage to somehow knock Anthony Strausser out of the game. So Oliver Pruitt is out. Twan Vandever, not sure if I'm saying that right, is also out, which means John Reynolds is in. Wow, so they've got two halfbacks injured here.
But John Reynolds there at least has 95 speed.
Yeah, well, and 85 agility, 91 acceleration, 90 carrying, 88 break tackle. This guy is the third string halfback, and he's better than our best player on the team.
Yeah, his main deficiency is he can't catch.
Yeah. Was it really?
Yeah, and that's why he's probably rated the way he is.
Okay, 44 catching. Yeah, that'll probably help. Actually, you'll have to watch for those laterals if you manage to get a little bit of outside pressure. Watch for those backward passes like what we just showed, right, in that replay, because you might be able to pounce on one of those maybe, especially if he drops the ball. And they got the fullback there who's got 90 speed. Wow, and a 98 agility. This guy's better than most halfbacks anyway. Right?
Yep.
And he can catch too. So they'll probably, if they do throw out of the backfield, they'll probably throw to this guy a lot.
Probably.
And of course, oh, look at this. This guy's gone too. They got a ton of injuries. So their fastest wide receiver is going to be Michael Douglas. Really? Okay, so I guess when he was done with his movie career, he went and decided to play pro football.
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. Wow.
And apparently he's really fucking fast.
And apparently he's really good at playing football too, right? Yeah, he's got 99 speed, so I think you're probably, I don't know what you're going to do there, but I would probably think you'd want to play a cushion. Their tight end 2 is the speedy guy here. Although, yeah, I think I would have to respect that guy a little bit, too. So, anyway, I guess we'll get started here, and I'm going to go with the Max Protect audibles here today, just because of the strength of their offensive line.
Yeah, their defensive line will probably be slipping defensive ends around the edge all day long.
Yep. So I'm basically going to have both fullbacks in blocking whenever I do audible to a pass out of the wishbone.
Well, I'm thinking I might try the conventional 3-3-5 system here.
Well, if they do have a weak spot, it's probably running the ball now. Right, since their first and second string running backs are both out.
Although that guy was pretty intimidating anyways.
Yeah, he's a good player anyways, but...
The only reason his rating even displays so low is because he can't catch, and at least most running backs have like a 50 or 60 catching rating.
Yeah.
But we'll see how this goes.
Oh, well, I guess I get to kick it away to start the game.
The home team.
Look at this. They're right behind us in the standings. Look at that. The Pirates are 6-5. They've managed to put together a winning season so far. And we get a good kickoff all the way down to the goal line. Boy, this guy's slow. Holy shit. Come on. Wow. You know what? The high, short kickoff might be a good option in this game. I think that that was a good indicator right there.
Well, you know how to do that a lot better than I do.
Well, if I can make them take a fair catch at around the 35-yard line, they'll start about where they're starting now, only with a whole lot less stress. Oh, wow, look at that.
That was Tiki Love.
That was Tiki Love, the defensive end, picking off the first pass of the game. Wow.
He felt the rush coming.
What were you doing there anyway?
I was just playing a hook zone and a curl flat zone and a flat zone.
Yeah, see, because look at this guy here, right? He's being covered man for man with that by that guy. Mm-hmm. And that's why you got to play those short zones. Look at this guy here too, right? On the other side.
Yep, I guess Tiki Love just chose to cover this guy, right, this time.
Well, also you got to look at the side of the formation that he's dropping back from too. He is sort of angling toward the middle, but by the time that throw is made,
it'll be difficult for him to defend the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you were collapsing the pocket on him there, right? You have got a pretty good pass rush out of that for a 3-man rush, actually.
Back to the play on the field.
I always get a good pass rush from the 3-man rush.
God, look at this.
Passing on first down with the pass, and he makes the grab.
And he caught it.
Yep. Well, the fullbacks on this team can catch, right?
Yeah, they're not Roberts.
But you have to use the right formation, right? Like this wishbone formation, number 24 there is actually a fullback, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he doesn't get that penalty to his catching ability if I send him out into the pattern, right?
Rosen, he hits his receiver. Thomas.
Yeah, Pierre Roberts for the lifers can't catch worth a shit.
No, he's a great blocker, and he's a pretty punishing runner if you can get him going straight ahead. But he cannot catch. That's not his strength.
And Adam Parkman for the Crusaders can't catch worth a shit.
He's sort of like Roberts, only more so. Well, I'm just going to dive straight ahead into the pile here.
He's brought down behind the
or not.
For a short look. You know, Johnny always seems to be in
Well,
perfect
you know what?
position to make
When
a
you
play.
see them line up like that, I mean, I was just trying not to lose yards there, but their defensive line just completely overwhelmed my offense, right?
So it looks like they've got a partial man lock here. This is probably like a 3 deep.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm going to see what happens here.
Tossing it over the middle.
Because I do have, with the 3 tight end alignment, audible into the curl. It does kind of favor audible into a pass because all 3 of the tight ends are reasonably good at catching.
Yep. And they got better, actually.
Yeah.
Because of our progression.
Okay, let's see what we got going on here. This looks kind of like maybe they're not covering the halfback out of the backfield here.
Dropping back.
Oh, yes, they are.
Surveying the field.
Edwards.
This pass is incomplete.
Well, I guess we're going to try to kick a field goal.
He waited until the last second, then he got the ball out of there. He does a nice job of feeling the pass rush. But he has to know who his hot receiver is if he feels pressure, or if he sees the defense coming on a blitz.
See, that's the trouble, though, with like their pass rush is so strong that, oh, come on, get in there.
John, it looks like this is a one-sided.
Can't be
Look
helped.
at that. That was a crosswind blowing from the right, too.
Hasn't been able to stop anybody to this point.
Well, I think it all comes down to this secondary. They don't have great team speed, so they have to keep everything in front of them. I think that may be a tough deal.
Strausser with a man in motion. Tosses it left.
No, don't face mask him. Now we're going to move him down the field.
Yep. Well, they picked up 4 on that play, I guess you could say, right? So that's Tiki Love. He got the interception on the first play, and then he got the penalty on the second play. You can't say that he hasn't had an influence on the game so far. Oh, now somebody else took a penalty?
Yeah, they just jumped offside there. That was the left tackle, I think.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you
Why the hell he jumped offside, I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, you know what? That penalty that we took didn't happen now.
Second and long after the penalty. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Hands it off to the back. Odom makes the tackle at the 29-yard line.
Oh, go Odom there.
Yep. Well, you know what? The odds are in your favor here now. At least they won't be. They'll have a hard time throwing any kind of swing pass out to the flat to that running back. He's probably going to be a blocker on this play, I would think.
They'll probably throw a slant or something.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they'll throw a curl.
Ball takes him down at the 33.
Okay, so we have to get closer than the 20-yard line to kick a field goal in this game, apparently.
Very solid.
Yeah, our kicker's not very accurate either.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've made way worse kicks from that range before that have gone through.
I think he's like one of the worst kickers I've ever seen.
He signals for a fair catch.
Yeah, because that ball really spun off, right? Like bad.
1st and 10. He sees something in the defense. Calling an audible now. They'll pass on 1st down. Throwing on the money. Barnes pulls him down.
Okay, well, I guess we'll pick up 6 here.
Now after that pass picks up 5 yards. About 4 to go.
Okay, we'll play some more man lock.
Looks like he's changing the play. Throwing on the run. The 50. Barnes stops him at the 40.
Well, it's like the first drive never happened, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's another one of those things that you really need to be careful on.
I don't know, that was a horrible
He
kick.
likes to open things up a little downfield, buying time by rolling out or bootlegging.
Gaffney sends a man in motion. Throws out to the left. And
He dropped it.
So he can't come up with it.
One of the drawbacks to that formation or that particular play, as opposed to the one where I send all 5 guys out, is you have fewer passing options, of course, but that's what you give up, I guess, in return for the better pass protection, right?
Yep.
Oops, I went and started too late there. I can't call any audibles now.
He surveys the field, throws it.
He dropped it. I managed to get it to him. He just didn't catch it.
Yeah, you managed to slide that one between the defenders. He just didn't hold on to it anyways.
Yeah, they actually reacted to that extremely quickly too, right?
And they still didn't get their hands on it, though.
No. No, it was a pretty narrow window to throw the ball through, but
calling an audible now. Looking downfield, throwing.
Nice.
yeah.
Hit so hard, you darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium. Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first.
Jeez, look at this.
He sees something in the defense.
The thing is, though, an all-Madden team can get away with this type of tactic a lot more often, right?
Yeah, because they have 99 speed players at most positions.
With the throw.
But I'm going to throw the out to Collins over there because I saw how soft that corner was playing that, right?
Yep.
6-yard gain.
You can't get away with that if he's playing up close, right? He'll jump in front of that and pick it off. But when he's given a 5-yard cushion like that, well, you know, your chances are a lot better, right? Like the way that corner's lined up right now, it wouldn't be a good idea to try that, right? Because he's too close.
Dropping back, passing to the left, and he hits his target. So they're able to pick up another.
Okay,
That's
we only
okay.
need another 10 yards to have a decent chance at a field goal here.
So they have 1st and
You only need another 25 to score a touchdown.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a long ways yet. I'm not sure how well this is going to go over, but I guess we'll try.
Johnson.
Yeah. Might as well not bother.
There to make yet another.
So the 2 times that I've run the ball, I've lost 4 yards.
Maybe you should just stop that. It's just
Okay,
not
they're-
what your game is.
They're giving me the benefit of the doubt there. I've only lost 3 yards. Oh,
Just
come
couldn't get
on.
that pass under control. That pass was right there, but he was unable to hang on.
That's the type of pass that you got to be able
Now
to
you got
hang
no
on to.
choice. Now you've got to throw it deep.
Yeah, just hang on here. I'm going to have a look at the... Okay, I'm more or less in the middle of the field. I'm slightly to the right.
And we go back to the game.
Okay.
And this is the 10th play of this drive.
Well, I need to complete a long one here because I don't think a slant is going to do the
Visiting
job.
team come out in a nickel package. Gaffney with a man in motion.
Well, it looks like you've got the coverage matchup you'd want.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's one deep.
He's looking, gets the pass off.
Oh, well, he caught it that time. He's the guy that dropped the pass to put us in this situation to begin with, right?
He's like, nah, I don't want to catch that one. I want to catch the glory pass.
Yeah, the glory pass, right?
Gets it
Yeah.
first and keeps the drive
Yeah,
going.
I only catch deep passes. Don't throw me any of that short pass stuff. Know what? Oh,
Gives the ball off.
I went to call the audible there again, and the button didn't register.
Chases him down behind the line.
Yeah, our pad is starting to wear out.
Our D-pad is starting to wear out, yeah.
He knows how to play the game, and he always knows what's going on.
Well, let's see what they are going to offer us here.
Sends a man in motion. Throws on the run.
Oh, he dropped it.
Find a way to bring
That was
one in.
that was pretty close to being a touchdown too, I think.
Yeah, and that was all hands on that drop, too.
Yep. Well, it was not a contested pass at all, right?
13th play of this drive.
You just hit him in the hands with it, and he just dropped it.
Yep.
The visiting team come out in a dime package.
I'm going to change something here just temporarily.
And we're back. Directing traffic. Dropping back. Slings it across the middle.
And Phil Farr, the guy who lost 2 points of catching in the progression, who only has a catching rating of 48 now.
Yeah, but you see why I changed that audible though, right?
Yep. Because there's got a big gap there.
There's a big void here, and if it looks like they're playing 2 deep zones with 5 man under, right? So I call this quick little slant over the middle here, and you see how that defender's playing that?
Yep.
Right? So long as I make sure I lead it to the left, that guy doesn't have a chance, right? And it looks as though the safeties, if they're either playing deep zones and their zone was affected by the end line, or they're playing like curl flats or something that looked really weird.
No, they're deep zones. That's how they play them in the end zone.
Yeah, they spread out really wide anyways, and basically just left the middle of the field wide open, right?
Yep.
I'll change my audible back to the curls play after that, but I like that little slant sometimes if I read something like that, just because
And it's on its way.
it works well against that type of coverage, right?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
The home team are lined
That
up
scared
to
the crap
kick off.
out of me the first kickoff, so we're going to see if we can't keep it away from that guy.
This one is high in the air, but for not much distance. From the 31-yard line.
Well, even that guy had some speed.
Yeah.
About ready to get this
Who was that, though?
Marshall.
That was a tight end? Yeah. I'd rather have a tight end returning the kickoff than that speed demon that they had back there the first time around. Although that kick didn't quite go where I was aiming either. It was a bit more into the middle of the field than I wanted.
Hand it off to the back. Green.
Well, he almost outran me there.
46-yard line. So that's a gain of about 5. They need 5. Reynolds in the backfield. Under pressure with the pass. Perfect throw.
Oh, he tried to spin, and that actually helped you catch him.
Yep.
Nice job.
That's how you lose yards.
I'm surprised he caught that, actually.
The other team really has to to dig in there and play some.
Yeah, well, he only has 44 catching, right?
Yeah.
Strasser out of the gun. McGrath goes in motion.
They're screwing with you now, right?
Looking downfield with the throw. Pushed out at the 49-yard
Fourth down
line.
anyways.
Yep.
Couldn't make it to the marker, and it brings up fourth down.
I'll bet they were using that tight end as a blocker, though, right? That's probably why they were playing that little game with you, right?
Probably. But they play that little game all the time.
Here's the kick.
Fair catch.
And he waves for the fair catch.
Boy, were they closing in quick. Okay, well,
You know, sometimes it's the whole team having a team meeting in your face.
yeah, really.
Imagine getting tackled by that.
First and 10.
Get like 1,000 pounds of guy on top of you.
That would be bad, actually. You really don't want a punt returner to be facing that kind of coverage, right? Hey, catch the ball, buddy. We need you to catch this ball.
First down with the pass.
Thank you.
Now the coach says in his earpiece, okay, I want you to break a couple tackles out there, right?
Hey, you know what? I'm happy he picked up almost 20 yards. That was an 18-yard gain, just about. 20-yard gain.
Out there playing a little pitch and catch.
So they have first and 10 here. Looks like he's
Okay,
calling
well,
audible.
we'll dive it into the middle again here and try not to lose any more than 2 yards.
Hands it off.
Oh, look at that. I might be back to 0 yards on the ground now.
Gain of
Yep.
3.
Gain of 3.
7 yards to go.
Oh,
No.
-1. I guess I must have lost yardage on another run
The
somewhere.
goal line run.
Yeah, right. We're going to do this.
Johnson comes in motion.
We'll move Johnson out to the flat. Then we're going to throw to Johnson out in the flat, and he's going to drop it.
Of course he is.
And this one will fall to the field incomplete.
Sometimes
Boy.
you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. He must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Okay.
Solo moves in motion. Guns it left side.
Yeah.
He hits his target. Right with the tackle at the
I can throw the slant. Look at this. See, I moved the fullback out there just in case that guy tried to run around the tackle, right?
Yep.
And I got a nice double team block on that guy, and the middle held up nicely. I didn't have to drop off very deep in that
back
one
to the
either.
action on the field. And this
Good
is the first
protection.
play of this drive.
Now what are we doing
Come out
here?
in the nickel. Looks like he's
Okay,
changing
we're
the
doing
play.
this now. Oops, I forgot to change that.
Might work here, though.
Think so? I don't
Let's
know.
get back to the play on the field.
Looks like it might be pretty bad.
Man coverage.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing.
Okay, we'll throw it to Rotolo and then pick up a whole bunch.
Told you so.
Yeah.
Get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything.
I wasn't expecting him to come out when on the out, eh?
And it's working.
But that's okay. He was actually my second look too, right? Like I looked for the slant in the middle first.
Mm.
I think I'm going to change that back now though before I forget.
Yeah, you could have thrown it to either out guy there. They both came open.
Yeah. Well, it's a good play. It's just that it's not one that I usually use as an audible because this one is so much more reliable, right?
Yep. Well, you can run that against almost any coverage, and even if it doesn't work particularly well, it's at least safe.
Yeah.
And this is the sixth
Well,
play
I
of
can
this
run the
drive.
clock out
Within
in the
striking
first
distance.
quarter.
So at the end of one, score is 7-0.
Well, so far, we're so good, right?
Yep.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. Sixth play of this drive, within scoring distance. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Gaffney with a man in motion.
Okay.
On
It's
the
your
move.
chance to be a star, Shields.
Right to him. Burrow pulls him down.
And he took it, man.
Yard line. Once again, he makes it happen while
I guess, you know, you can't expect a running back to catch them all, but as long as he's consistent enough to be a viable tool on offense.
Yep.
You'll get it out of there pretty quickly.
Shields
Well,
moves
now
in
we're
motion.
going to take... Oh, crap. Okay, no, now we're not going to do that.
Here comes the blitz.
Yeah, here comes the blitz, and he drops it. I didn't want to throw it to him. At first, I was going to throw it to the tight end, but then when I called the audible, they changed their coverage up, right?
Yeah, well, they ended up blitzing that guy on that side.
Yeah, but they also brought an extra guy over, though, that they didn't have. Like when I first went out there and lined up the tight end, it looked like just had one man on him in coverage, right? But then all of a sudden they had a man on him in coverage plus a safety helping, plus that guy on the outside, right?
Well, and you got to be careful about how safeties drop off near the end zone, too. Because their behavior's a little different.
Well, do I call this? Okay, we'll try this.
5 yards for a touchdown. Johnson, the man in motion. Looks like he's changing the play.
And hopefully that corner drops off.
Pressure.
Oh, I couldn't even throw it.
Play in the backfield.
Yep, there was nothing you could do there. You were just insta-sacked.
He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Well, you're 10 yards closer to your field goal.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll go through this time.
So this one will be from about 31 yards out.
Oh, shit.
It might.
And it's up.
A little shaky on the field goal kicking today.
That's okay. 10 points is 2 scores.
14 lines up.
Okay. Okay, that's a little bit better.
He gets off a high kick, but a little short. He signals for the fair catch.
There, got him to fair catch it at the 40.
That's perfectly okay. That also gives me a bit of an idea as to what I'm going to call in this situation, too, because I can play the curl flat to the short side. Although, if I want to get a pass rush here...
Reynolds. Nice play fake. This one falls incomplete. Great effort up front to put the pressure on.
And you'll see that kind of thing out of these guys a lot. They're big and they're strong and they're fast. Opposing offensive lines sure have their hands full when they get out.
I mean, I'm sorry about the kicking game there today, Rec V5X, but, you know, like, I just don't have any confidence in it right now.
It's okay.
Especially after that opening kickoff that I almost gave up a touchdown on. And then that missed field goal, I'm feeling a little bit shaky about the kicking game today.
Drops back, pressure coming with the throw. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball.
Douglas makes the catch, and John will move the chains.
He's one of the keys to their success when they're moving the ball through the air.
Reynolds, the deep back. McGrath moves in motion. He'll pass on first down. Closing in with the pass.
Oh.
Yeah, I even got in there and got a hit on him, but it didn't matter.
34-yard line. Some good quick moves and a first down.
Well, you're not going to stop them every time. That's for sure.
Jam and stuff like that. Because I'll tell you this, if you give him a free release and he can get behind you, he can do some real damage.
Uh-oh.
He's at the 20. Number 57.
That was some fortuitous blocking out there.
Well, that's going to happen now and then, though, right?
Wow. Yeah, you don't see a toss play do that very often.
So they have 1st and 10 here. to the tailback.
Oh,
I
suction
got
block.
suctioned into the fucking
Yeah.
fullback there.
Yeah, suction block.
Take a look at this. He gets himself into position, keeps his legs under him, and then boom, he just unloads. Now that's a depleter.
Yeah, that sucks so much. Right? Wow. But you know what? Like we were talking about before this game, it is an animation-based game, right?
Slings it across the middle. Caught. He slips behind the secondary.
I'm guessing you were looking for a run there.
Just how they practice.
Well, I was hoping that he would jam that guy a little off the line, and he just didn't.
No.
Back to the field.
Oh, now what did they... Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, well.
Alright, because when I get this close, I basically rely on the jam in order to be able to interfere with them enough for the pass rush to at least get into the backfield.
Yeah.
But if they can't even buy me a little bit of time because our players are so slow, there's just no chance.
Well, in that case, you don't even have to be particularly fast to jam a receiver. You just need to be able to actually make contact with him as he leaves the line of scrimmage, right? But we have got not very many good players on this team, either on offense or defense, so
Yeah.
it's not really too surprising that failed.
Yeah, well, this is part of the reason why I started to gravitate towards saturation zones in my own end zone,
Yeah.
and why I did that for a very long time.
And he hits his target.
I don't know if that's going to gain me anything, but at least he caught it.
So I might start playing a cover 4 defense in my own end zone instead now,
Yeah.
since I can't jam that guy.
Yeah, that's quite often what I'll do, or I'll bring a blitz, right?
Gaffney sends a man in motion.
Well, I was sending 6 guys there.
Yeah. Yeah, the only problem is the coverage didn't hold up.
Not even for a second.
Off balance throw. And he makes the
Well, at least he caught it.
The 40. Barnes.
And got good yardage, too.
At the 47.
Yep.
First down on that completion. Good throw off his back foot that time, John.
You got to be careful on things like
Yeah,
that.
I'm running away from the pass rush here, too, all the time, right?
That kind of thing has
Okay,
a
well,
tendency
we'll
to
try
hang
it.
up there.
I don't think this is going to
A lot
go
of that
very
gives
far,
the
but,
defender just
you know,
enough time
we're
to
at
move
minus
into
1 yard
position
rushing.
to make
I
the play
got
on
to
the
see if
ball.
we can get to positive yards here.
You don't have to. You could finish the entire game with negative yards rushing.
Nope, I got positive yards now.
Defense with the run.
They're going to keep running to see what the other
See, I
team
want them to
is
bring
willing
those,
give them on the
you know,
ground.
guys up to the line and man lock so that I can continue to pick them apart through the air, right?
Gaffney with a man in motion.
So I'm going to look right to Hutchinson here first, but if anybody follows him, then I'll look left.
Looking for an
Nobody
option.
followed him, and everybody's blitzing.
Yeah, and Hutchinson has far better hands than Johnson does,
He doesn't appear to lose anything on the ball.
so I'll definitely throw it to him in preference to the halfback, right?
He's
Yep.
good at creating. He's good at moving around back there. And then a lot of time he'll give his receiver an extra beat
Okay,
that he
well,
needs to
we'll
get
see
open.
if the fullback can get some positive yards here now too.
This one is handed
Okay,
off.
we'll go this way.
Marshall at the 34-yard line.
Like, who was that that's playing in the backfield there? Number 67? Look at how far back behind the line of scrimmage he is, right?
What amazes me
Like-
more is that defensive lineman didn't tackle you.
Yeah, because this play is I'm supposed to follow these two guys around the right side, right?
But there's
when-
no way to do that.
But there's no way to do that, because by the time I take the handoff, this guy's already in the way, right? so-
he's almost 6 yards in the backfield now.
Yeah, to his credit, at least he held that guy up enough so I could, make an adjustment and pick up something, but still.
First down
It makes the run game a lot harder when your offensive line is getting pushed backward 3 yards every play, right?
Or 5.
Johnson moves in
We'll
motion.
give them the benefit of the doubt and we'll say 3.
Balling and audible. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Off
Wow, they're sending like a safety blitz and everything there, right?
Towards the
Yep.
side At the 27. Gaffney will be facing a third down now after that pass, and that's 6.
3rd and inches is definitely a passing situation.
Well, for the way things have been going for you so far,
Nice
yeah.
job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Calling an audible now. Drops back, flings it to the outside. And the catch.
Collins to the other side.
To the first down on
Yeah, I
this
didn't
throw.
make it by much, but at least he made it.
To get those couple of yards.
And they finally
That's why I may have said very early on in the season here, that I was going to lean rather heavily on the tight ends on this team to catch a lot of passes, right? And even here, I'm going to try and hit Shields with this, hopefully, because I don't trust Rotolo to catch this, right?
going to the air on
Because he's
first
playing out of
down.
position.
Burrow takes him down at the
Because he's a
18-yard
fullback,
line.
not a tight end, so that means that he's going to have a severe penalty to catching, right?
Had to get his pants
Although so does Shields in that situation, but he's just so much better at catching that it doesn't matter, it seems.
Yeah. Well, let's see if anybody follows you.
Three-point lead.
Okay. So same drill as before. We'll try it for the tight end on the right. And if it's not there, the halfback on the left.
Flings it to the
Oh,
outside.
don't run backwards. Jeez. Did he make it?
He made
Yeah,
it.
he did. The chain gang guy changed the number back to a 1.
What happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that.
You think I can chew up 4 minutes from here?
Fuck no.
No? Well, if I lose a couple yards here and then have to run 2 more plays to make a first down, then that's the 2-minute warning, right?
I just don't see it happening.
He'll get the call again. Dives and brings him down. The defensive line is wearing down a bit here in the first half.
These defensive linemen have a tough job. And you'll see them wear down a bit. They're going to give them
And if I can make a first down without scoring, then I'll have 3 shots from inside the 1, right?
Coming at him full speed.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Throws on the move. He hits his receiver. Barnes is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 4-yard line.
Oh, boy.
Four more yards to finish off the drive with a touchdown.
Well, good news for you. They lined up in the weakest run defense in the game.
Yeah, well, I hope that I can jam my way ahead for whatever is left of the yardage I need there. Nope, not going to make it. Unbelievable. And it was exactly the wrong guy, too, right? Like, see this? It was exactly that guy, number 60, was the wrong guy to fail on this.
Yep.
Right? Like, if 65 had been pushed backward, it wouldn't have mattered. But it had to be that guy specifically that got shoved backwards, right?
Yep.
To stop this play. And as soon as he gets shoved backwards, well, there's nothing I can do. But I can run it down to 2 minutes and then kick the field goal. That's why, like, basically, I think overhauling the offensive line has to be a priority for next season. There shouldn't be a starter on the line with strength anything less than about 85, I think.
And it's up. The veteran kicks it through.
No problem for him.
Wow.
Whatever the situation,
Okay.
he'll approach it the same way.
For a moment, I thought that was a miss.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering if it was going to be long enough kicking it into that stiff wind, right? See, that's the thing, too, is now I'm doing this into that really strong wind, and it makes the ball really hang up, right?
He waves his hand, calling for the fair catch. You don't see that very often on a kickoff.
However, he started at the 39-yard line, right?
Yep.
Which is about where they started after that opening kickoff, except that it was bad for my blood pressure.
So they have 1st and 10 here. The backs are lined up in an I. DeGraff moves in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throws it behind him, and he has it. Floyd records.
Well, we got that pass rush anyways.
Yep. Well, you made him throw a short pass.
Changing the play now. Gets the pass off.
I think they got a little bit of a cheap chip there or something, right? Like the guy going out into the pattern bumped your outside linebacker, right?
Calling an audible. Dropping back. Under pressure. Slings it over the middle.
Pass
What a
defense.
huge hit to cause the incompletion.
Yeah, so good.
That's what we like to see.
Yep, that's right. So far, they've been avoiding throwing those flat passes to the halfback, eh?
Only one man back. Gets the delayed handle. John, one of your
Yeah,
favorite
I'm not going to
terms.
let you run anywhere.
Yeah, but that's worse than a
Oh, now they got 3 wide receivers out there.
Drops back. Pressure. Looking for an option.
Oh,
Number 57 records the tackle at the 21-yard line. Going to the air on first down.
okay, well, that'll slow him down a little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll get a sack.
Tightening up the coverage along
We'll
the
just sack
outside.
his ass.
Pressure coming with the throw. Pass
And then he'll hit the defender with the ball.
back, thought he had
Well,
that one.
if you can get a stop here, we can maybe go to halftime with a lead.
Just over a minute still to go. The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Dropping back.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Great job getting in.
Freeborg.
Quarterback down. He picked
By the
up
way, I was looking at after our progression week, and they had, you know, like the MVP and so on.
Yep.
Freeborg is right now the leading candidate for MVP.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Fuck.
because of the number of sacks that he's got, right?
That's ridiculous. Aren't there like 4 quarterbacks in MVP?
Yep. Yeah, he's the only non-quarterback who's in the MVP balloting right now.
The kick is up.
Oh, he almost didn't make it.
The visiting
Yeah,
team
well, I kind of figured that he would make it, but I was hoping that you could hold him to
set to kick the
a field goal on that possession, right?
It's on its way.
And it was too bad, too. It almost looked like you had him stopped a couple of times, and then they managed to keep it going, right?
Yep.
But I'm not going to do anything too crazy here. I think I'm just going to...
First and 10.
Well, the 2-minute offense is tough to stop in this game.
Yeah, it is.
Gaffney with a man in motion. He'll pass on first down. Surveying the field.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to throw a long bomb and then go out of bounds.
42.
That's not quite what I was expecting out of that, but okay.
You were like, let's run the ball and run the clock out?
Yeah, pretty much. But they wouldn't let me.
Johnson, the man in motion. Changing the play now.
Okay, they got double coverage on that guy and a linebacker on Johnson, huh?
Going to the air on first down. Gets the pass off.
Oh, overthrow.
Incomplete. Too much on
Boy.
that throw, sailing over the receiver's
Ugh.
head.
Well, now we're going to get really crazy. They're putting a 4-3 out against 5 wide receivers.
Bennett, the motion man.
Okay, it's a zone defense.
Drops back.
Cover 4.
Looking for an option with the throw. In
Oh, well,
and
that's
out of
okay.
his-
Nobody can catch anyway. That'll be another drop for the record, hey?
He was
Yep.
there, and the quarterback found him with a ball. Just bounced off his hand.
Come out in a dime package.
Well, we'll take one more shot. Why not?
With the pass, he couldn't control it.
Ah! Oh my God! All I can do is laugh.
Brown is ready to pump this one away. Douglas lines up deep for the punt return.
Oh, well, at least I can do this. We should be able to run the clock out now, anyway.
Very shallow punt.
Yep.
Because by the time that bounces and somebody gets down there and touches it, it'll be halftime.
Yeah, Buddy's even going to miss it, too.
He's even going to miss it on halfways on purpose. Well, so far, we're at least in this thing.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you how.
It's been tight, and you know what? I almost think that with that very last possession, without a couple of drop passes on that, we might have even gotten a few more points out of that.
Maybe, yep. You ended up starting strong.
Yep. But anyway, we'll take the halftime stretch.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and it's a tight game, but we're not doing too bad, actually. I guess you have to return the kickoff.
I do.
But, yeah, our time of possession is 21 minutes, and, look at the small numbers that they have for offense, too. Like, defensively, you've been...
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you've been having a decent game today.
No, you don't see that happen very often.
And you know what else? Even though I haven't done anything hugely spectacular, I did pass for 200 yards in the first half, including 4 passes of 20 yards or more, right?
Yep.
See the position of the linebackers?
Yeah, they're going to shoot those gaps.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try and follow the center there and pick up a couple of yards.
Let's go to Jill Aaron.
Thanks, guys. The head coach had a long talk with his defense at halftime. He believes they can turn things around and come back for the win, but they have to play as a team. We should see if his speech has
So I'm kind of okay with using the short passing game like a run game here, if that's what I have to do, right?
Drops back, gets rid of it.
Because I've still been managing to control the ball and dominate time of possession and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
He sees something in the defense. Gaffney sends a man in motion. He'll pass on first down with the throw.
Oh, come on.
That came out so late, that was almost a fumble.
Yeah, really. What a relief that it wasn't.
He just couldn't get it under control.
I don't throw that particular route very often, not nearly as much as you do, but still.
Hello, Mr. Safety.
Looking downfield.
Oops.
Ooh, yeah, don't throw it at that guy.
Got away with that one.
I think that was no, that was a defensive back too.
I wasn't expecting him quite to be there because I saw him creep down and I thought maybe he was going to blitz.
Just bounced off his hand.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Gaffney with a man in motion. Throws it.
Oh, and then he dropped it. By the way, we had 8 drop passes in the first half.
Oh yeah, so we're on pace for 16.
Yep, it's starting to look that way, yep. I'm a little worried after this possession here, too, because we had a couple of drop passes already.
He's at the punt for the second time.
And so this is looking kind of rough.
Here's the punt.
That's a decent punt at least.
That one slips right through his
Well,
hand.
and he mishandled it, and then it rolled some more, so that's good.
So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble, giving some cushion on the outside. John, their first down rushing average is very impressive.
Yeah, they're getting some solid blocking inside and out.
Yeah, they only handed the ball to that guy like 5 times, but he's averaging 5.7 yards per carry, right?
Well, what can you do, right?
Yeah.
While also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back the pass.
With the throw, he hits his receiver. Ball with the stop at the 28-yard line.
Wow, okay. Well, I guess they got a crappy spot this time.
Favorite targets, that's his 4th or 7th.
Try a spy if you got one. See if you can catch that.
Using corners into deeper coverage. Hard to explain this one.
because he's passing.
Closing in with the pass. And
Well, no, they're throwing the flat pass, and I got the flat zone out there, but
I'm surprised that I'm surprised he caught that, right?
The receiver did a great job of knowing where he was and getting past the first down marker. That was a nice
Oh,
little
bunch formation.
from the gun. Going to the air on first down. Gets the pass off.
See, that receiver still bumped your pass rusher, right?
He really had
yeah, but that's okay, though, because I think it screwed up his route.
Yeah, it probably messed up your pass rush a bit, but it also messed up his pass route, too.
Loosening up the coverage on the outside. He hands it off. Nice play fit. Throws it, and he lets it slip out of his grasp. Not much touch on that pass.
He may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Out of the gun.
Wow, you cheating to that side far enough?
This pass is complete.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
You just wanted to make sure there was no fucking cheesy block trading going on there.
That's right, yeah.
Well, needed that stop anyway. It's funny, you know, like the last game we played was like a, what was it, 45-28 shootout or something like that.
Yeah, it was way harder than this.
And this game is turning out to be like a defensive game, right? A defensive struggle.
It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I really don't know what was up with that last game. I felt like nothing I called worked in the last game, and those guys aren't even as skilled on offense as these guys are.
Yeah.
Teams managed to get by
Well, they were
well
still
without a
pretty
solid
good,
running
but,
game.
you know.
That's mostly because their passing game is very effective, especially their short passing game.
He has some room. He hits his receiver.
John thinks your short passing game is effective.
42-yard line.
Well, it is. It's pretty much what I got, right?
Hey, he might be even more dangerous on the run than he is when he stands back there in the pocket.
Ball on their own 42. Despite very little success
Okay,
running that first down,
well.
they still lead.
And running is important, but they've got other weapons that can get them in the end zone.
They'll pass on first down. Gets the pass off.
And of course, he's going to drop it. Yeah.
Finding some room. I thought he was going to bring that one in.
That was a pretty good throw, and the receiver was able to get to it. He just couldn't close the deal and bring it in for the Caps.
Johnson comes in motion.
Okay, Johnson, we need a first down, buddy.
Gets rid of it.
Yeah.
And he just got level.
Yeah, you know that whole deal about what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Well, the unstoppable force won that one.
They've executed very well on 3rd down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment.
Ooh.
Excuse you.
Dropping back, flings it to the outside.
Oh, come on. That is such... Oh.
Well, I think he only ran backwards to catch that because it was going to be a lateral if he hadn't.
I don't know. Let's see here. No, I'm well behind him, right? I'm 3-4 yards behind him. That was just an animation trap because you know that turnaround thing that I showed before the game?
That's exactly what that is
He's doing that
too,
same thing. Like when he catches this, why can't he just plant his right foot hard and then start running forward?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You know, it's because this is not a physics-based game. That was an animation, and he ran backwards like 3 steps.
Yep.
And we go back to the game.
For a moment, I thought that pass was backwards, but the replay corrects. The replay shows the record.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got it designed so that it's a forward pass, right?
Well, at least you're close enough you can do the pooch.
Yeah.
This one is shallow and short.
Didn't get much of a bounce after that, but
That's all right.
It's 1st and 10. The corners playing off a bit. They've been very good rushing the ball on first down, but still trail.
Well, I gave up my gap there.
That's okay. You had the guys backing you up.
Trying to move the ball on the ground.
This is a tough.
And so long as they're only picking up 4 when they run the ball, they're going to keep going, and passing anyway,
it really
right?
wears down the interior line, and it helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Hand it off again.
He stiff-armed me.
Yeah, but that's okay. You had the back up there again.
I'll tell you one thing, he's going to feel that in the morning.
Trying
Man.
to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
Bowser from the shotgun. Throwing. He hits his receiver.
Well, that was a hot potato.
Yeah, psychic receiver that turned around because he didn't even run he didn't even run an actual pass route there. Whatever it was that he was running, he basically broke it off way early. Psychic receiver syndrome.
They'll pass on first down. Hit as he throws.
That's actually something, if I had creative control over this game, that I would do away with too, is the psychic receiver syndrome.
Yep.
Because I'm not sure how you do it technically, but what I envision is that there would be a waypoint somewhere along the pass route, and if the receiver does not at least reach that waypoint,
You take a massive catching penalty.
basically he can't catch the ball because he's not turning back to look toward the line of scrimmage yet. So if he wants to run like a 15-yard post, and he runs 7 yards downfield before he makes his break, then he can't actually catch the ball until he actually makes the break, because at the point on a post like that where he makes the break, that's when he's going to turn around and start looking back toward the line of scrimmage. And you can't catch a ball that you can't see coming, right?
Here's the catch. He's waving for the fair catch.
Well,
It's going to be an aggressive punt.
okay, well, hopefully we can make a few yards and dig our way out of this hole.
Deep in their own territory.
Oh boy. Well, let's see what they go to.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Big time lift. He's taken down in the backfield by Woodson. The always clever veteran into the quarterback.
When he gets to the quarterback, he doesn't let him get away.
Second and long.
Uh-oh.
Looks like he's changing the play. Throws on the run.
Nice.
It's caught, guys.
Well, you made up for first down with second down.
14-yard line. Edwards makes another great catch, another timely reception, has a total of 6 catches today.
Well, I needed that one.
Bennett comes in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible. Closing in, throws it.
Oh, come on.
Picked off. He couldn't come up with the interception.
See this here? This guy coming all the way around from here, right? And he's got to go forever. And I'm not throwing this as a slow release. I'm throwing it like, but you know what? He hasn't even reached me yet. But the way that ball travels is influenced by the hit.
Yep.
Even though he hasn't actually hit me until after I throw the ball, right? Because if I could have thrown that with a bit of zip on it, it would have went. Now, I should have punted on third down, actually. I thought about it.
Good defensive stand there.
That is what it is.
After a 3 and out.
I just thought I had a chance when it was only like short yardage, right?
Well, you're doing a fantastic job punting so far. He's not going to be able to field this one either.
This one goes out of bounds.
Now it's basically just like we'd kicked off to them again.
Yeah.
Giving some cushion on the outside.
The only problem is when they start with this good a field position, it's tough for you to make the
So
stop.
goal from the I formation. play to the right. Odom makes the stop.
Well, somebody dragged him down from behind eventually.
I think it was the same linebacker that got the deep penetration there.
He touches the ball.
It's just that he managed to kind of run away from him a little bit for some reason.
Reynolds in the backfield. Gets the pass off.
Oh, he's just going to run away from that guy. He's so much
outran
faster
the
than
flat
him.
zone guy.
Yep.
The tackle at the
Again, though, he's
34-yard
catching
line.
all these passes, and I'm amazed that he can even catch them, right?
Yeah, because he's got such a low catching rate.
He's got such a low catch rating that, I mean, he should be dropping half of these. I shouldn't be the only guy with like a dozen or more drop passes in this game. They should have a few more too, right?
They line up in the I formation. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throws it, and he makes the grab. Love records.
Well, I don't even know how he threaded that in there. There were so many bodies.
2 first downs on their last 2 plays.
And they're getting it done by seeing the whole field and taking what the defense gives them.
Yeah, I'm not sure I know about that. I'm pretty sure he just threw that in there and it just went.
Well, sometimes these things are dice roll too, right?
So they're now inside the 20 and down by 3. Number 57 is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 17-yard line. They went with a running play.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Under pressure, gets rid of it.
Oh,
This one falls
well, that
complete.
one could have very well been an interception if they'd have been a little more generous with the dice roll there.
Yeah, well, it hit our guy right in the numbers.
Yeah, like go figure, a defensive end with a like 16 catch rating can pick off a pass, and the defensive back can't catch it when it hits him right in the chest.
Dropping back. Pressure. Floats one into the end zone.
Ooh. Well, you had the coverage there at least.
Yeah, well, that's why you've got Tiki Love there sitting in the third deep zone in the middle.
Yeah.
To cover that gap in the coverage. So that they can't complete that kind of pass. Because that's the kind of pass that'll make you feel the worst.
Yep.
Through the uprights and good.
They did, however, just tie it up.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm still thinking I should have, did the 70-yard punt on third down instead of trying to do something with that.
Well, you gotta do what you can do, right? I wouldn't think about it too hard, just,
Yeah, well, you know what? Just going to try and get some kind of movement down the field here.
Almost every time they've tried to run the ball on first down, they've had little or no success.
This boils down to the offensive line.
How about zero success, Al?
Passing on first down. Surveying the field. Gets the pass off.
Oh, come on! Ugh.
I can't believe he dropped that.
Man, oh man. He was wide open on that play. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that was a defensive mistake, right?
Yep, and it absolutely was.
Drops back, gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Diving tackle to bring him down. Gaffney is closing in on 300 yards passing. They need about 3.
Yeah, but I had to throw 75 passes in order to get that many passing yards. This is fucking ridiculous.
Gaffney with a man in motion.
Jeez.
Dropping back, doesn't get much behind it. Great pass.
Oh.
Run over by a truck.
Yeah, 2-ton truck pulling a trailer.
Oh, man.
Well, you could run out the third quarter here before you kick it
Yeah,
away.
I'm going to run out the third quarter, I think, at least. That way I don't have to kick it into the wind anymore.
So at the end of the third quarter, we're all tied up. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play.
I think drop passes have been of huge influence in this game, though, right? Because I have been the victim of drop passes at the worst possible times in this game so far.
They'll spot that one where it went out.
Yeah, and even in situations where they're totally wide open and totally shouldn't be dropping.
Oh, that one corner route, that should have been a big gain because that guy was wide open and he was even going to have enough room to run for a few yards after catching that, right?
Brown running with purpose. He just unloaded.
Well, that's their 99 speed fullback there.
This is what football's all about.
Good game for the offense here in the second half.
I'm glad somebody managed to make contact with him.
Yeah. Well,
The more he gets the ball, the better he does. I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
Drops back, throwing. And it's caught. Taylor brings him
Throwing
down
the short curl.
at the 34-yard line. He was able to hit his target.
well,
picking up the
it's a
first
good thing for them that they had that short play called because
Freeball came around the end untouched.
you were going to get a sack if they were trying to throw a deeper pass at all. You were definitely going to sack him, right?
At the 40-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play.
It's just that in this game, at least so far, they've been basically taking what you've been giving, right?
Well, that's okay. Apparently we're going to make them have a run for a loss.
When the offense decides to run the ball, they break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Pressure coming.
Runs up in the pocket.
Well, he was trying to get away from that linebacker, right? Because you actually got pretty good pressure there.
For the 5th time tonight.
And hopefully, kicking into the wind here, they won't be able to pin us deep like they did that last time. Wow.
Here's the kick. Fair catch called for.
Yes, you've had to switch from root beer water to 0-calorie root beer.
I have to say, I prefer the root beer water. The 0-calorie root beer just doesn't taste the same.
Gaffney sends a man in motion. Passing on first down. With the pass, right to him. The 40. Right.
Hey, let's start off with a nice gain through the air.
He's done a great job all year long. He's now passed for over 3,500 yards.
Look at that. Thrown for 3,500 yards.
Looks like he's changing.
That's good, right?
Yep.
Handed off to the fullback. Number 96.
At this point, I'm just trying not to lose a yard here.
1 yard gain on that play. Ball on their own 45.
I got 13 yards. Wow.
Gaffney with a man in motion. Drops back. Slings it to the outside. Thrown behind, but caught.
I really don't like that spinorama animation.
49-yard line.
I really don't like that.
Over and over today, all day long. 7 catches so far. 3rd and 4. The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Tola in motion. With the pass.
Oh, you better catch that, you bastard. Boy, oh boy.
He almost dropped it.
Things are really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing it.
See, that's a nice route, right? Because I read man here.
Yep.
And so when he makes that little cut there, he manages to buy himself a little bit of space so that I can throw. And that's actually not even a bullet pass. I just threw that as a touch pass, right?
Yep.
Because I knew I could. Because there's no coverage in the middle of the field, right? Like, as soon as I see that linebacker vacate following him, I know I can throw that, right?
Yep.
We go back to the game.
Yeah, he just juggled the shit out of it there.
Yeah, well, you know what? This game has been really bad for my nerves so far, but...
Passing on first down. Throwing.
There, I managed to throw that little out again, hey?
33.
Yep.
Excellent gain on first down.
These guys are just out there playing a little pitch and catch. Make it look easy.
About 2 to go. Johnson, the man in motion. With the throw, he hits his receiver. White brings him down at the 25-yard line. Gaffney with a hot hand on this drive.
And what he's doing is sitting back there in the pocket, seeing everything. Making great decisions.
Yeah, we've run 62 plays in this game so far.
Yeah, we're running plays like we're the AI out here.
I'm working the clock as much as I can. It's just that these guys have had a time of possession of next to nothing, right?
Yep.
Drops back. Closing in.
Oh, he caught it.
Nice.
He came back for it. Nice. I got hit as I threw, and it went into the dirt, right? But he came back for it.
His way again when he needs another first down.
And it's a catch.
Yep.
Directing traffic. Calling an audible now. They'll pass on first down. Gets rid of it, and it's complete. Bennett did a nice job getting to that ball.
I think you got robbed of a yard there, but...
Yeah, well, you know, what can you
6
do?
yards away from a touchdown.
My 13 yards rushing. Oh, man. Well, which guy should I run it with? Rotolo or Shields?
I don't think it matters. I don't think you're going anywhere.
Again with the carry.
Yeah.
Big tackle there for
I guess I'm
Wilson.
throwing a pass on third down, hey?
He knows how to prepare, and it really pays off when you make stops like that.
They'll need to reach the 5 to convert. And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest.
Jeez, I couldn't even throw that when I tried to throw it as fast as I could.
To find a way to get the pass
Right.
off a little sooner.
Yep.
See, and it wouldn't let me snap the ball when I wanted to. Like, I started, when that receiver was about here, I started pressing the button to snap the ball, and I had to snap the ball or press the button like 4 times to get him to snap the ball.
Yep.
And now I'm already throwing, right? Like, I'm throwing right now. Because I know that guy's going to be open, right?
Let's get back to the action.
It's just cheap little things like that. Instead of actually making their defense play better, they just made it harder to play offense, right?
Cook will try to come through with the field goal here.
Cheap.
And it's on its way. The kick saved.
Well, I think that ball flipped sideways when it was in the air there.
Yeah, well, it's pretty windy.
Team are holding on to a slim lead.
What do you think? Should I kick it away or what?
Yep.
Okay, I'll kick it away. Hopefully I can cover it.
Nice distance. From the 5-yard line to the 20. So after being forced to punt the last time they had it, the offense heads back out onto the field. So they have.
You never know, though. One of those kickoff return opportunities that I took away earlier in the game could have been a score, too, right?
The lone back.
It just felt like that's the way this was going.
Up to the tailback.
Well, you never know, right?
Wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got to shut that play down very quickly. And that's just the case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Reynolds. Green records the.
Yeah, that's me running him down from behind.
Yeah, well, they're going to try and use up as much of the time remaining as possible, that's for sure, by the looks of it.
To make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
I wish I could have gotten the touchdown there. Wow.
Can't be helped.
Reynolds. setback. He hands it off. Reynolds couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, we're so dead.
To the left.
Yep. Oh, well, at least he tackled him.
Pulls him down at the
But you got a
13-yard
little bit
line.
of Walmart blocking going on there, too, because somehow your outside pass rusher got redirected to the inside.
Yeah.
And that doesn't normally happen either. I think this was definitely the result of a dice roll, right?
Tightening up the coverage along the outside.
And there wasn't anything that you could do. I think you did well to not give up a touchdown on this play.
Puts it on the ground. Odom stops it at the 11. It's scooped up. The offense recovers its own fumble.
Yeah, that's keeping your eye on what's going on out there.
Yards away from the end zone. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. Strouser from the shotgun. Throwing.
Ooh!
Almost a big
Wow.
The quarterback can get a little excited out there at times.
Oh, man.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Under pressure.
Yes.
And he's tackled behind the line by number 51. Great downfield coverage.
Well,
Go through your progression
wow.
and get rid of the ball. Give your
Good
receivers
job.
a chance to make a play. You just can't take a sack in a situation like that.
A field goal here ties this
You know what?
game up.
They might have scored 16 points on you today, but you played a great game.
Well, it's definitely feeling a little tense now.
I'll tell you, this is why
Well,
the
it's been
NFL
that way the whole game, though. This whole game has been very intense, right?
Games like this prove that.
Booming kick downfield. From the 5.
But I guess this is the way a battle for first place in a division should be, right?
That last drive ended with a field goal. So they have 1st and 10 here.
I'm not sure why I bother to call a run play on first down, but...
So that you can get them to line up in the 4-3 with a man coverage defense like this.
Shields comes.
yeah, so maybe I can throw to the uncovered fullback out there.
Passing on 1st down. Throws it. And he hits his target. Jones makes the tackle at the 34. Gaffney is almost unstoppable out there. He now has over 300 yards passing.
Yeah, you know what, though? I don't have very many points considering the amount of passing yardage that I've got.
Changing the play now.
It's because you've basically transferred your run game into your pass game.
Changing the play.
Yeah.
He'll pass on 1st down. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Barnes with the stop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they're kind of on to me with the 3 tight end thing, I think. That I've definitely been struggling to try and throw those passes today. It just seems like they've been engineering it so that something always goes wrong, even if the receiver catches the ball, right?
Well, that's all right.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. Here's an opening. Right to him. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium.
Gaffney gunned the pass to his receiver.
Yeah, great job of holding on to it. That one had steam coming off it.
Shields comes in motion.
Okay, we'll run the clock down here as much as we can. If I don't get points on this possession, I at least want to make sure they don't have enough time to get points themselves.
Throwing on 1st down. On the run. And
Good catch, Shields. Good job.
the visiting team.
Oh, now they're using their timeouts, eh?
2 remaining.
Yep.
Just over a minute still.
Look at that. He's got almost 100 yards receiving in this game, too.
Yeah, as a fullback.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's going to the Pro Bowl.
Yep. He's going to go to the Pro Bowl as a receiving fullback.
first down. Pressure gets the pass off.
He's a wide receiving fullback. I shouldn't have stepped out of bounds there, though, but I think the momentum kind of carried me out. I didn't have much choice.
He's not just a solid lead blocker. He can hurt you in the passing game, too.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Pass play here on first down with the throw. Barnes takes him down at the 19.
Okay, another timeout.
Ball on the 19-yard line. 7th play of this drive.
That field goal I missed is looking kind of big now, isn't it?
Just do your best.
Calling an audible.
Well, at least I got Collins in the slot there anyway.
Dropping back.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm throwing it to Johnson.
And he just got
And it's going to work.
That whole deal about what happens.
You know what I'm going to do now?
Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Well, the unstoppable force.
Run a run play.
6 yards.
I'm going to run the ball 3 times and then kick a field goal. Or score a touchdown, whichever comes first.
Just be sure to two-hand it.
This one is handed off. Singletary is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 3.
You know what? I'd almost should maybe quarterback kneel here.
Nah.
You don't think so? Okay.
I'd keep going.
I'm going to run one more play, and then I'm going to call a timeout. Like, I'll run it down to, after this play, I'll run it down to like 3 seconds, call a timeout, kick a field goal. Because I think they have no timeouts left.
I'd still use your 3rd down anyways, if you don't make it in here.
Hand it off to the fullback.
No, but you made it
Okay,
in.
well, they outsmarted me and they let me score. So now they have a chance to come back and tie it.
Until they're putting up 6 points in the board.
Well, we'll see about that.
That was not the preferred result. I would have really rather that they didn't get the ball back at all, right? Because you know how you can, you know, like they can use the cheese to burn you in the last moments of a game. We've had it happen before, right?
The home team.
Just do your best.
Yeah, well, so long as they don't return this kickoff. I'm pretty sure they allowed me to score just so they'd have time to come back, right?
Good kick should be returnable. From the 1-yard line. To the 20.
Down by a touchdown, going on offense, time running out. It doesn't get a whole heck of a lot better than this.
First
Whoa.
and 10. Strasser from the shotgun. Douglas in motion. They'll pass on first down. He surveys the field, unleashes the deep ball. This one falls.
Some pass defense.
Yep, well, that's one less try that they've got.
Keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
Strasser starts out of the shotgun. Throwing.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
At least he didn't make it out of bounds, right?
33. Let's see how this defense handles the no-huddle.
This is the last play of the game. They didn't even get it off. Yes, we won!
Fuck.
Whoa!
By the authority of the National Football League and
You know what, Rec V5X, you might have had a rough outing last week, but I think you kept us in this one. Because this was a tough outing on offense.
Well, I did my best, and I got lucky a couple times. And they were not nearly as strong on offense as the last team.
Yeah.
Again, I just couldn't do anything against the last team at all.
Yeah, well, look at this. I threw for 399 yards, and I ran for 17. So that's balanced, right?
Absolutely.
Isn't that a balanced offense?
50-50.
And it's funny, but the one turnover in the game had no effect on the game at all.
Yep.
Right? Go figure. You did pretty well, actually. You held them to only 68 yards on the ground and 188 yards rushing. And
And that's in spite of the fact that they had skill to burn at every position.
Yeah, and look at that time of possession, right? So there we go. Benjamin Gaffney with a 95.6 quarterback rating, 45 of 62. So I threw 62 passes in this game.
Wow.
Got sacked twice. Managed not to get an interception, even though I threw it right at that defender at one time. I think I was lucky there. But couldn't run the ball at all, right? Like,
yep.
Even when I tried, I just couldn't do anything. My longest run was 5 yards. So Drew Shields was a big key player here. Hutchinson caught 7 passes.
Yeah, Shields, I think, even had your longest average.
Nope.
Oh, no, Rotolo.
Yeah, because he caught 1 pass for 20 yards, right? And Phil Farr, the guy who was the GOAT a while back, is the guy who got the only touchdown, right?
Yep.
The only receiving touchdown. So we had 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 drop passes in this game. And I also had, like I said, 4 passes of 20 yards or more, right?
Yep.
So it definitely had my ups and downs in this one. And, yeah, defensively, Tiki Love was definitely, he had a great game. Well, Freeborg with 4 sacks. And the right end with his interception. And he also got a pass knockdown, too. So he's back there playing defensive back.
Yo, he got that pass knockdown on that attempted touchdown pass with the deep post over the middle.
Yeah.
He just stuck his hand up there and knocked it down.
Well, and that one, I really should have made that field goal. Boy, I feel bad about that. But at least we didn't lose the game because of it. And my punting was actually pretty good. I had a 51-yarder and a net average of 38.8, which is pretty decent. And we had 1 kickoff return for 17 yards. And Anthony Strausser actually had a pretty decent day, too. He was 19 of 31, completed 61% of his passes.
Yeah, I was giving him a pretty good cushion all day long, though.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those were short passes, and that's why this game was as close as it was, because they were willing to take what you were giving, right? And you weren't letting them have any long plays. They did throw the 1 long bomb, but you still at least had a guy just deep enough to make the tackle on that play, right? Which also probably was a turning point in the game, too. Because ultimately, you held them to a field goal on that possession.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 carries for 62 yards, so you managed to control the run game pretty well. He had that 1 long run of 18 yards, but I think that was not bad. And I had 12 drops, they only had 3. So, there you go. Long pass of 50, you only allowed 2 passes over 20 yards, though.
Yeah, that was that bomb.
Yeah, that was that bomb. To Michael Douglas.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, you know what? He did have 99 speed, so you're pretty lucky that you were playing a big cushion there, because if you hadn't been, then there's no way that defender would have been back there to make that desperation tackle, right?
Yep.
I thought they were going to outrun you for sure, but anyway. And defensively, well, their cornerbacks got most of the tackles, which is usually what happens against me because of my passing game, right? And they had 6 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks and only 2 pass deflections, and that one mistake, and the other one I think was
yeah, it was Hall who got hit in the hands, and then
Yeah.
White who actually just knocked it down.
Yeah. So there you go. Took a little bit of luck, but we managed to hang in there and beat them. And that was pretty big, because that gives us a chance to win the division now.
Yep.
So, anyway, who's the player of the game, do you think?
I'm thinking, yep, Gaffney.
Gaffney. If you throw for 400 yards, I guess you get to be player of the game, right?
Apparently.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
Boy,
it was quite a tense one.
That was a nail biter right down to the wire.
Hanging on to the last minute.
Yeah, we have to play these guys in Louisiana the next time. This was a home game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the next time we play them, we're going to be playing them in their field.
You know, that might be better for us considering how rigged our home team disadvantage can be sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a huge win, so I guess we'll just have to see if we can keep it going.
Indeed.
Until next time,
I'm WreckMe5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.